Thanks for tuning back in. What I want to discuss today is the options you have. You've obviously fished a little bit, or you're thinking about getting into fishing but you also want to tie your own flies. So you'll have seen plenty of nice pictures on Facebook and you think, yep, that's for me, I'm going to give that a go. So there's a couple of options for you. You can either join a club such as a Fly Dressers Guild, and there's lots of advantages to that. What you'll do is you'll go along, you'll meet experienced, like-minded guys that will have a wealth of experience and be able to show you all different kinds of techniques and methods of tying. Not only that, they will have a load of kit that you'll be able to get your hands on, with their permission of course, and use, so you'll get a feel for what's right for you. The other option of course is you buy yourself a starter pack. They're available, there's many different ones out there, but they start at around £50 and they go up in price. I would steer away from the starter pack, to be perfectly honest. A lot of them come with pretty poor quality vices. The materials you have, you probably find that they're in the bottom of a bag before you know it, and they'll never see the light of day because they're of no use to you. So what I would advise you to do, if you're going to go down the road of learning yourself through YouTube and whatnot, is to buy yourself a vice for a kick-off. So there's three options really. There's the travel vice. The one you see in front of me now is a Marco Polo vice. It's made by C&F, and as you can see, it's a dainty little thing. It folds down into this little box, and comes with a hook pallet, and there's all the tools you'll ever need for tying flies really. The advantages to it is, as I say, you pack it away, it's in this box and a few essential materials, and you can be off anywhere in the world and have a vice to tie flies with. The disadvantages of course is it is quite a light vice, so when if you're tying big stuff, it does tend to shift a little bit unless you're taking quite a lot of care. But it's good for what it's designed for. The trouble with the travel vices is they come with a pretty hefty price tag. The Marco Polo, I checked the other day, you're not getting very much change out of £500, so it's quite expensive, and I wouldn't like to sit down and crank a load of flies out on something like this. It would get on my nerves after a while, but there we go. It is an option, and it's worth thinking about if you're doing competition fishing and you're doing a lot of travelling. So that's that. There is obviously other manufacturers. The next one is a G-clamp vice. Now this is a weaver. In years gone by, this was a great workhorse for me. It was a good vice. You simply unwind it, slip it onto your table like so, and Bob's your uncle. Mine's adjust slightly, and that will lock a hook in and you tie away. The problem with this is, unless you've got a dedicated fly tying table, which this is, you're going to have to clamp this up to your dining room table, and you know, it wouldn't be surprising if your significant other takes a frying pan right off your skull, because it can leave indentations. I've not used this vice for a number of years now, but there was nothing wrong with it. It was a great vice, but I just kind of outgrew it, and there is lots of variety of these on the market. They can go from anywhere from 30 to, well, up and up if you like, but fairly decent. And if you've got the room and a dedicated table, worth thinking about. And what I'm currently tying with, this is a Jan Tavek rotary vice. It's I don't think you can get it in this country. I think you only get them from Europe. I got mine from Troutline, and I'll leave a link in the comments below so you can have a closer look at it if you like, if it appeals to you. What I like about this vice is the base is solid. It's really heavy, and even when you're tying big flies like pipe flies and snakes and whatnot, that it's not going anywhere. It's fairly solid. I like the full rotary action that you get. Not that I use it as a rotary vise as truly intended, but for me, checking the flies, it's really good. The other thing that's excellent about this vise is the way that the jaws work. I've burned through 4 or 5 vices over the years where the jaws have just given up on maybe because I've used it, I've tightened it too tightly, and it's burred out the jaws, and then it doesn't hold the smaller hooks particularly well. On this, if I turn it this way, I don't know how well you'll see it, but it's like a screw. So there's a hole here at the vise. Just here there's a hole where you slip the hook in, and you're going to see quite a lot of this as we get to the fly tying stage, and then you simply lock it up with that nut. I like it because it sits nice on my hand, and it's the best vise I've ever owned, to be honest, and I've owned quite a few over the years. So Jan Tavek harmonic, and this is what I'm going to crank out most of the flies on. So that's your 3 options. It's a bit like cars. You know, you can have a Mini, which will get you from A to B, or you can have a Rolls Royce, which will get you to A to B, and you'll have a lovely stereo and maybe a glass of whiskey in the back with you. And that's kind of how it goes. I mean, I've heard recently some law vices going for thousands of pounds. It's great. It's a fantastic piece of engineering. I've actually seen one. I've never tied on one. I'd like to one day. But so the choice is yours. You pay your money, you take your chances. But the starter kit, what it will do is get you out the blocks. So although I dissed it earlier on, if you're just thinking about it and you're not sure you're going to like it or not, you take a punt with 50 quid, get yourself a cheap vise. But if you do get into it and it's addictive, you're going to end up coming for something a lot better quite soon. Thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, and in the next video we're going to be talking about the tools for the job. Thanks very much.